Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. My child pulled some charms, so we're going to take a look at them and see what came out. We have trust. Someone has some trust issues, or there's something about a trust, like a trust fund, something about an inheritance for someone who is beautiful or has like one of their names, first, middle, or last, like the meaning of it is beautiful. There's something else about strength. Like this person whose name means beautiful, they're a very strong person. I'm getting that's important to mention because like someone was underestimating them based on their beauty, or like misjudging them because of like how their face looks. I don't know, it's so weird. But like, and there's something else they're basing this on, not just like the surface. But it was the surface, but it's not just like physical surface. There's something about like surface interactions with someone leading to someone like underestimating. Okay, I just realized these two things I picked up absentmindedly. A Taurus is wearing a mask. There's some sort of Taurus energy who's being deceitful, playing both sides, like hiding part of their truth. And I don't like, you're trusting your intuition. You know that this person isn't trustworthy, that there's something disingenuine about it. I just saw the initials right after that FU. Like, that's like how someone feels. I'm getting to some degree that feeling is mutual, or is going to be mutual when things are made perfectly clear, like when that mask is ripped off and this person is exposed for being who they are. There's some sort of like love relationship, love entanglement that's been going on behind the scenes. And also something with fertility, that like something about that resulting in a child, or the person making out like there's a child to like keep that person entangled. That may be part of the mask. There's something I'm hearing, like the thing from like mirror, mirror on the wall, like who's the fairest of them all. Like this person has been casting like glamour spells, like beauty spells, to like affect someone's physical appearance. And now that's like coming back to them, and it's because they weren't in the right in doing that. And it's come back on them. So now when they look in the mirror, what they see is what they were wishing on someone else. And they're like sad about this. They're like sad about the consequences of their own actions. Something here about like an ampule, like a bullet. This looks like a bullet, or like some sort of little vial that you would keep some kind of like, I don't know, weird like ancient poison in or something. And speaking of poison, there's a skull and crossbones here. There's like something in this energy of someone definitely like trying to control a situation and make it go in a certain way for them. And it's like this person doesn't have any sort of like limits or hesitations for some reason about what they would do to get their way. It's like everyone is going to be shocked that this person went so far only to fail. There's something about like a shooting star. There's someone who's like in some sort of spotlight position that they were trying to do this to. So there is this like element of jealousy here. And then there's a turtle. Someone's moving slowly and carefully because they feel like... And there's also a sea turtle. Something about water versus land. Temperance energy. Sagittarius. Like water and earth signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo. The other one, Taurus. Hold on. Yeah, the one I already said, Taurus. Yeah. Taurus is trying not to be seen, to try to go under the radar. That's why they kept the mask on. There's something about the number 6. Something about flowers. Also something about the number 5. So I don't know, that could be like May or June, the 6th or the 5th. There's like a tiny little heart here. A tiny, tiny heart. I'm getting something, it's like the opposite of the Grinch. You know how at the end they say his like heart grew 3 sizes that day, but like I heard that someone's heart shrank 3 sizes that day. The letter I is significant. The letter K. Something about an owl. Like someone knows more than they're letting on. Someone is wiser than they appear. Someone can like turn their head almost 360 degrees and see what else going on around them, at least like metaphorically speaking. There's some more ocean energy coming here with the seahorse, with that starfish. Seahorse, something about like water energy with that Sagittarius energy. I mean, something significant about Paris for sure, because in this reading, I didn't even know there was that many Eiffel Towers in my charms bucket, but like literally 3 of them were pulled in this handful that he got out. That's wild. So maybe there are 3 people associated with Paris or France in some way, or the Eiffel Tower. Some sort of signaling, and there's also this fleur-de-lis. This is like a little boy, or like, yeah, it's like a little boy, but like when in the scenario, his back was turned. So it's like someone has been doing something behind a young male's back. There's a home, something about a home turned upside down, or like losing a home. Like losing a home. Something about a bear, a teddy bear. Like a comfort item, a child's toy. Something, this is a Christmas candle. Something... Something didn't burn down correctly at Christmas time. Something about a dog. Someone has a dog. They've recently lost a dog. Or like a dog holds like a special place in their heart that's relevant. This looks like a crown, but there's something about it. It looks like a feather crown, like a... more like a headdress. And this is like a weird, just like decorative thing, but it looks like a sword, like a scabbard, but I almost said scored. There's something about scoring. Or like someone like scoring something to make some sort of paperwork look legitimate, but they just like did this by hand, like on a machine. And like someone scoring like in a sports game, someone scoring something that they thought they were going to win. There's something significant about a maple leaf, maple syrup. Someone's heart is locked up. And like they're looking for the key. Butterfly energy is significant. I don't know, that one might be a moth. But these two are butterflies, and they match. They're twins. They're the same species, and they're both growing. They're both transforming. There's a glass of wine. Someone could be a wine drinker in the energy. There's also like, I don't know, this pair of butterflies. There's a pair of spiders also. They're not identical. Something about the butterflies are identical. The spiders are not. They're like fraternal twins. Okay, like some sort of fraternal order. There's some sort of like insidious, like creepy crawly little plan. And like these people have like a common goal, but they're not like actually related outside of this like organization that they're working in. It's like a bee. There's a llama, or maybe an alpaca, I don't know. And a camel. Something that could be significant about like the desert or Egypt. There's this key here. And it's interesting because there's this like flower pattern on it, and like something about it's not perfectly symmetrical because the metal's a little bent, but it reminds me of the sort of like the pattern that Venus makes after like the path of Venus makes when it goes through all of the zodiac signs. So it's like it compels me to say that like someone holds the key of Venus. I don't know what that is, but somebody does, and they've got it. There's two cats here. Like one is like a male and a female, two cats. One looks like kind of prim and proper, and one's a little more like casual, like loosey-goosey, like a little goofy. Like one's more reserved, one's a little more, I don't know, spontaneous. The letter H. Something that could be significant about tennis. Or like passing something back and forth at some sort of club. I'm getting something there about like an STD. Something here about what's recorded in the book of life. There are many branches and it covers them all. Even like God knows they're all present, even though some of them might be obscured by others. Oh, okay. There's something here about a helicopter too, and when I dropped it, like it landed in the upside down orientation. There's something about a helicopter crashing. I mean, this hasn't happened yet. This is an event to come. Something about like magical energy, like fairy, fae, someone in that energy or vibe being involved. There's the Om symbol, so there's something here about like Indian traditions, like yoga, But more than that, I'm getting it's about the sound. It's about what the sound does, about like the healing power of frequency being relevant. And the sign of Cancer. I'm also getting like someone could have been recently diagnosed with some sort of cancer. Or has been battling it for a time. Okay, I'm looking back here at the skull and the star and this thing. What I picked up on is that like someone tried some sort of poisoning first, and when that didn't work, the plan was a shooting. But something's going on about that. I'm getting like there is no gun. There is no gun. Either someone got their weapon confiscated, or someone was trying to access a different one to use for this purpose so that it wouldn't be traced back to them, and they were unable to obtain this how they had planned. Picking up something about like switching out guns, someone trying to like obtain the person's own weapon to use against them, to make it look like it was self-inflicted. But something happened, something got in the way of that. Something changed. Something significant about change, like physical change, like a quarter, 25 cents. Sense like money, and also sense like smells. I'm getting something about like a police dog surveying a property and like picking up on the sense of like 25 different people. I have like I have chills. I mean that like these are people that have gone missing. And there's something that happened where the police were drawn to this location, and this is like what they're finding. Is it like, I don't know, something about the, or even if this person tries to clean, that they can't clean all of these things, all of these like bio residues and films up. Like even if they keep things clean, there's just like, I don't know, there's still like microscopic evidence everywhere. But I'm also getting that like that may be only true for one place or one party, that in general that maybe this person keeps this place messy or something, and they weren't worried about it maybe because they had it in someone else's name who like doesn't know that they were doing any like housing people that were missing there. Yeah, okay, I'm told like housing is not the right word. It's because it wasn't like a situation where they were like it was against their will. I heard this, people never left the property. So you'll find them there somewhere. It's a big property though. And when I say it's a big property, it may be like under the same ownership, or the land around it that the person thinks of as their property, it may actually go beyond what their real property is, the part that they utilize, and they may have actually put this on like a neighboring property, or some of them. There's something, again, I don't know, this little house reminds me of the one that I did a reading on, where it was like a drawing of the house. I mean, and that fits. It may be about the same property, the same situation. But someone was working with someone in whatever they were doing, but they have since turned their back on them, trying to deny their involvement. There's something about a haiku, a high kick, something about martial arts. I don't know, something about like Japanese, like Asian culture in general being relevant some way. Something here about like animal cruelty too, and like something about dismemberment. I'm getting like the property where all the people didn't leave, that they when they're uncovered, they might not be whole anymore. So whoever is investigating, be prepared to be piecing together. I'm getting something about sunflowers, something about daisies, something about an SD card on a camera. I heard the word publishing. Someone like publishing something from the camera. Skull and bones. Something about Animal Farm. I heard, because I heard 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Ugh. Okay, ugh. I was getting something with that about like that property again, with the people that didn't get to leave. Something about someone doing like weird like experiments on them, like underground, I'm getting like weird like grafting and like a like like merging in like interior parts and like hooking things in together, like I don't know, it's just like someone playing around with like Franken people, like making weird abominations out of people they've gotten rid of. So I'm getting like something about someone having like surgical knowledge, like in depth. Ugh. That's that's disgusting. I gotta get out of that. Okay. We're done with that for now. Goodbye.